Severe weather all across central Illinois tonight. WMBD's Lauren Rainson and Rachel Kay have been tracking those storms for you all day long.
That's right. Rachel, what can you tell us right now?
Right now, we are in the clear, guys. I know it was a long afternoon for many of us, a lot of tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings. This line still has a lot of strength with it, maintaining some warnings as it's working its way to our east, but right now we're looking dry. It was a very active day, though. These are all the storm reports that we saw this afternoon across Illinois, mostly hail reports, and we were expecting a lot of hail reports and some strong winds as well. But locally, the only report of damage that we've actually had is that a plastic panel was blown down. I don't have a lot more details than that, but that was from thunderstorm, strong winds along with a thunderstorm here in Peoria County. Also, we had reports of a rope tornado briefly touching down. Here's a look at the funnel cloud from our own Lindsay Mills. No damage actually reported with this. If you want to learn more about what happens behind the scenes when we're tracking these storms, you can tune in for our severe weather special coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 6:30 p.m.
All right, thanks so much, Rachel. Well, here is cell phone video now from Rochelle, where authorities say a tornado has touched down. Initial reports from the Ogle County Sheriff's Department say it caused some considerable damage as well. A sheriff's dispatcher wouldn't give her name, but she said a tornado also swept across the nearby town of Hillcrest. That was late Thursday. There were no immediate reports of injuries. And late this evening, Governor Rauner activating the State Incident Response Center, making sure crews and equipment are ready to be sent to help emergency responders if needed across the state.
The National Transportation Safety Board continuing to investigate a deadly plane crash in Bloomington. 7 people died early Tuesday morning when that plane missed the runway. Today, the NTSB released pictures of its head investigator examining that plane. You can see him here checking the tail end of the Cessna 414. He also examined one of the plane's engines. Yesterday, the NTSB held a press conference providing more details of that crash. Investigators say the pilot did not follow a standard missed approach procedure when nearing the runway. The NTSB is still trying to determine whether the weather was a factor in that crash. A preliminary report on the crash is expected by the middle of next week.
The man killed in an armed robbery this week is not being forgotten. In fact, Raheesh Madala being honored. The Bayview Gardens community is coming together to remember the local gas station employee who was shot and killed late Monday night. The village is holding a prayer and candlelight vigil tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for Madala in the same spot he was murdered. The store he worked at, the Auto gas station in Bayview Gardens, was robbed, and authorities say the suspect, Robert McGrain, shot Madala. The manhunt for the suspect ended in a police shootout on Banter Road, but autopsy results show McGrain killed himself. Now the village is coming together to mourn the loss of their friend. One of Madala's co-workers says he was a good man and will be greatly missed.
We're getting a more complete picture of Saturday's deadly shooting of an unarmed black man by a white South Carolina police officer. Dashcam video from the officer's patrol car shows the beginning of that confrontation. Omar Villafranca has more on that officer, who is now facing a murder charge. We want to warn you, some may find these images disturbing.
Your license registration insurance card?
The shooting death of an unarmed man by a police officer in South Carolina started as a routine traffic stop. Newly released dashcam video shows North Charleston officer Michael Slager going back to his patrol car after pulling over 50-year-old Walter Scott for a broken taillight. In the video, Scott briefly exits his car.
Let's see the car.
But the officer tells him to get back inside. A few seconds later, Scott opens the door and takes off running, with Officer Slager in pursuit. Scott didn't have his registration, and his family says there was a warrant out for his arrest for missed child support. That would have been the only video had Faden Santana not pulled out his cell phone and recorded what ended up being Scott's last moments. The video also confirms suspicions by state agents at the scene. A statement from state investigators noted inconsistencies, including what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds in Mr. Scott's back. Slager was fired and charged with murder. He remains in jail without bond.
The new dashcam video shows there was a passenger in Scott's car. It's not clear who that person was, but the victim's family says it may have been a friend.
Well, Marshall County wants former Congressman Aaron Schock to foot the bill for the special election to fill his seat. Today, board members signed a letter asking him to do just that. The election's happening because Schock resigned last month. The Marshall County Board made the decision today. A board member tells us they want Schock to pay $76,000 for the election to be held this summer, $38,000 each for the primary and general elections. In it, board members asked and say that they ask Schock if he chooses to send the money, they'll accept it on behalf of the people living in Marshall County.
Peoria city leaders are still trying to figure out what's going on with its fire department. City Manager Patrick Urich tells WMBD he spoke with the Peoria Firefighters Union president this week. Now, it comes after the group took a secret vote, most members voting no confidence in their fire chief, Kent Tomblin. Urich says he's sitting down with the chief and his management team next week. No word on when or if any decision about the chief's position will be made. Tomblin has been in charge since 2007. The union is not saying why it took that vote 2 weeks ago.
The city of Peoria continuing to fight the Illinois ACLU's lawsuit claiming several city officials violated a man's rights. James Sotos, one of the city's attorneys, says several state judges have told his team they have probable cause for the suit to be thrown out. So that's what they asked for last month, along with immunity for all 8 people in the suit. That's including the mayor, city manager, and former police chief. But they were denied. This week, Peoria's attorneys filed a federal appeal asking for another look at the immunity request. Immunity would mean the search of John Daniels' house last year was, quote, in good faith. Daniels started a Twitter account in the mayor's name and sent offensive tweets. He was tracked down, and the mayor had the police go to his home and search it. Daniel claims it was only a parody account, and the city violated his freedom of speech and protection from unreasonable searches.
Peoria County could have to find a new county administrator. A county board member says an email notified the board the current county administrator, Lori Curtis Luther, is interviewing for another job. There aren't specifics about the prospective job or where it is. Luther's been in the county's top administrative post for nearly 4 years.
Peoria city leaders touring the area speaking about its budget process, and they're breaking down how your tax dollars are spent. Growing pension expenditures and falling state funds are squeezing the budget as a whole. Now the city will hold 5 seminars with the public to make the process more transparent. Tonight's meeting focused on administration services like IT, finance, and legal. The city also showed off its new Budget Challenge website. It allows citizens to complete their own mock city budgets.
It's about engaging the public, and it's about education and trying to educate the public about what we do, how we do it, and why we do it, importantly. And then also it's about engaging with them so that they can ask the questions that they have of us and we're able to respond.
The next city budget meeting is April 16th at the Noble Center. The Peoria Police Department's budget is on that agenda.
Now, you currently pay 19 cents a gallon in state gas taxes, but as WMBD's Kelsey Gibbs explains, one group is asking lawmakers for an increase.
Drivers say they enjoy saving at the pump, and Gas Buddy data shows that Illinois could see cheaper prices throughout the summer. But a proposal is asking for drivers to dig further in their pockets.
I would feel that increasing gas prices is not something I'd be happy about.
The Illinois Transportation Coalition has been pushing for a fuel increase for some time, but drivers say that would be hard on consumers.
It really makes a factor on what type of car you get and, making sure you have enough income.
In a statement, the coalition says, "We're encouraged by the positive conversations for policymakers this spring and think now is the time to start to address these long-term challenges and invest in a better Illinois infrastructure and economy." But gas stations say not so fast.
But we just don't like what's happening to our day-to-day living expenses. Gas has really helped going down in price, but we don't think it's going to stay forever.
David Smith owns several Jiffy Stops in central Illinois and says his stores along the borders will feel the hit the most.
That's why I'm saying that we're in fear that it's going to close our Illinois stores along the border.
Smith says he understands that roads and bridges need repair, but a hike will hurt, not fix the situation.
Bear a lot more expense on motor fuel taxes, and it's going to affect us as the prices go back up on fuel. It's really going to hit us.
Now, our neighbors in Iowa just passed a fuel tax increase, something Illinois has not done in more than 20 years. That being said, the per gallon gas tax in Illinois is the 8th highest in the country at 39 cents per gallon. California is number 1 with nearly 53 cents per gallon. Indiana coming in at number 7 with nearly 41 cents per gallon.
Still ahead, students speak out how they're making an effort to see the United States become the healthiest nation in the world. But first, Rachel.
Well, we are finally starting to see these storms move out of our area, so we have some sunshine on the way. I'll talk about your end of the week and weekend forecast coming up after the break.
Because of CWTC, I'm learning to look for a job.
Because of CWTC, I have a place to work every day.
Thanks to CWTC, I can live independently. Because of CWTC, Chuck, Joe, and Tom are able to give back to their community.
CWTC has been serving adults with disabilities for 55 years. We would like to thank the Central Illinois community for supporting CWTC, where individuals with disabilities live, work, and grow.
Ooh, shiny! Found my new car. That's totally you. Getting it today? Yep. Where'd you get your loan? Dunno. You got the shiny covered, but your loan? Well, you should ask for a CEFCU loan. They got me the best deal. So I get my shiny and keep some green?
Yup, it's that easy. Just ask for the CEFCU car loan. Low rates, no hidden fees, quick approval, easy. Call or visit CEFCU.com/car to get started. CEFCU, not a bank. Better.
Real people steal people. When it comes to quality, reliability, and value, they just won't compromise. This season, dependable steel trimmers start at just $129.95. And right now, purchase any Combi Motor Powerhead plus one attachment and receive a free Garage Combi Keeper, a $19.95 value. Find America's #1 selling brand at your local steel dealer. Visit steeldealers.com.
Velde Cadillac Buick GMC has been selling and servicing
Central Illinois families for over 27 years.
We've done so with the belief that they are not
just customers, they're our neighbors
and friends. They are our family.
It's so much more than just selling Cadillacs.
It's all about being the best Cadillac dealership we can be. See us today at Velde Cadillac Buick GMC in Pekin, where we treat you like family.
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Barker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
Now, your local weather authority, WMBD 31 meteorologist Rachel Kay.
Here's another look at Storm Tracker right now, and the storms moving out of central Illinois. We are still seeing some severe thunderstorm warnings on these. This was a very strong line of storms, not really losing its momentum quite yet. You can see how intense these storms are. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings on this, but we are drying out in central Illinois. For those of you with friends and family still further to the east where that storm is working its way through, still a tornado watch in effect until 11 p.m. Looks like that's expired for central Illinois except for Livingston County. That is still in effect until 11 p.m. But KBL Design Center Skycam shows that we are quiet. Still a little bit of water on those roadways from the storms that we saw passing through earlier, but we are much cooler on the other side of this cold front. 57 degrees at the Peoria Airport right now. The humidity dropping a little bit as well. Still breezy though. Those winds now coming from the west at about 20 to 25 miles per hour across the area. That's on the other side of this cold front. You can really see where it's working its way through. This is what was forcing all of the severe weather that we saw this afternoon, and the cold front kind of marked by the edge of the green and the yellow, pushing its way through Illinois and moving those storms out of our area. But because we're on the other side of a cold front, we will be much cooler as we go throughout the night. Tonight also still windy for us this evening. Lows will drop into the mid 40s, but clouds will start to clear out as we head into the day tomorrow. We'll have highs tomorrow in the low 60s with that sunshine really sticking around. But tomorrow is still going to be very windy out there. You can see those winds coming from the west at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. This is tomorrow afternoon. Wind gusts will be even stronger. This is all on the other side of the cold front, so we're going to see much cooler air and stronger winds. But we will have some more sunshine to go along with those strong winds. You can see here we are tomorrow morning right around 7 a.m. A little bit of cloud cover possibly still lingering, but definitely sunshine coming out. And as we go throughout the rest of the day tomorrow, we should stay mostly sunny. A nice end to what's been a very dreary and stormy work week. Here we are heading into Saturday morning. Looks like the sunshine will come back out and really stay out throughout the day Saturday. It's not until Saturday night that we start to see a little bit more cloud cover build in, and Sunday looking like it's going to be more of an overcast kind of day, mostly cloudy skies, and you can see up to our north there are a couple of showers that might work their way through as we go throughout the day on Sunday. For the most part though, I do think we will be mostly dry. A little bit warmer as we head throughout the weekend as well. Remember, tomorrow we'll be in the low 60s. By Saturday we should be in the mid 60s, and working our way into Sunday we're looking at the upper 60s. Some calmer winds for the weekend as well. But as we head into the early part of next week, we're going to see the chance for some more storms work their way in. It looks like we're going to be in the low 70s on Monday and Tuesday. More warm air pushing its way into our area and bringing those storm chances with it. I think hopefully the rest of next week is looking dry. We're not talking about severe weather chances right now, but we will keep an eye on those storms as they get closer. And right now, I think everyone can just look forward to a sunny Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, hopefully it's going to be quiet and nice.
A good break to enjoy the weekend and prepare for the next week.
Yes, we will take that.
Recharge.
All right, thanks so much, Rachel. Well, despite this weather, Chiefs fans certainly made their way to Dozer Park for the team's home opener. We'll tell you what many fans were excited about. That's next.
Do your fields have enough nitrogen to make it through the season? Climate Pro lets you easily track the nitrogen in each field and more for just $3 an acre. And right now, try 250 acres free or enroll the whole farm for only $1,500. Contact your dealer today.
At German Bliss, we're committed to you. So is Honda Power Equipment. Get powered up with a Honda EU Series generator from German Bliss and Honda. You can't miss with German Bliss.
With same-day appointments at Advocate Medical Group, you can get back to doing the things you love. The things that move you and inspire you to live happier. Because you deserve to live your healthiest life, so you can get back to the moments that matter. Make your same-day appointment at 1-800-3-ADVOCATE. Advocate Medical Group. Call today, be seen today.
I had a client run a red light, hit a minivan, even got the ticket. Minivan calls for medical bills and lost wages.
How did you deny the claim?
I used the old blame the victim trick. Thank you.
Blame the victim. I love it. What is it?
Minivan hired Strong Law. They know all my tricks.
But if they can get to you, they can get to all of us.
Accident claim denied? Get Strong.
It's never easy to choose what to order at Good Tequila's Mexican Grill. Hawaiian pineapple, lemon tilapia, Southwest chimichangas, holy guacamole. It's never easy to choose what to order at Good Tequila's Mexican Grill at 2 great locations.
Do you know which acres are performing and which ones aren't? Climate Pro helps you monitor field health and more for just $3 an acre. And right now, try 250 acres free or enroll the whole farm for only $1,500. Contact your dealer today.
WMBD News is brought to you by Carpet Weavers.
Come home this spring to Carpet Weavers for everything for your home. Right now, get 0% financing for 12 months on all hard surfaces, hardwood, laminate, ceramic, porcelain tile, and more. Plus, you'll find incredible deals on dozens of furniture items. Put a spring in your step and hurry in. These savings at Carpet Weavers end soon. Come home to Carpet Weavers.
Taking action for you. This is WMBD 31 News at 10.
Students at Illinois State University are speaking out about public health. As the McLean County Health Department continues to recognize National Public Health Week, the Health Department invited ISU students to participate in video snippets. Students were asked to answer questions about public health, what it is, and what students can do to help make the U.S. the healthiest nation. Students say they enjoyed the opportunity to share their thoughts on making their campus healthier.
Most people think about just exercising and nutrition when it comes to health, but actually it's much more than that. It's mental health, spiritual health, emotional, social. There's so many things involved with health that can affect you every single day.
Students from ISU Health Promotion and Wellness assisted the health department in making those video clips.
The Peoria Chiefs had their home opener tonight, and fans were excited for the first pitch in the River City, but also excited about another key part of America's pastime.
Here at Dozer Park is its opening night. You've got dollar beers and here with a group to socialize and watch the game.
I came here for dollar beers is why I came here.
Well, really overcast right now, but other than that, it was dollar beers and we wanted to have a good time, so we came to the ballpark.
Oh, those dollar beers. Well, several hundred people grabbed their umbrellas, made that trek to Dozer Park. The Chiefs took on the Quad Cities River Bandits. Of course, Kurt will have highlights later in sports. Looks like so much fun out there.
Yeah,
a lot of people braving the weather.
Will, we were talking about it earlier tonight. Wouldn't it be nice if we could go out to the game during the week?
We may have to work something out
beers?
with our boss to see if maybe, just one
once.
night. Yeah.
Just once. All we're asking for is
We
once.
go on the weekend.
Yeah, but it's not dollar beer night. That's the problem. We want to go for dollar beer night because that's the best part about minor league baseball.
We want to see the Chiefs.
Yes. I guess we can't talk about beer anymore. The producers. All right, tonight's extra effort winner is using her bat to take a swing at cancer. Kurt Pegler has that story next in sports. But first, here's a look at the radar as we continue tracking severe weather.